What's up, Reaper? Scoville here, and it's time for the 5th episode of Scorcher Sunday. As always, I'm the Scoville Unit, and welcome to our fantastic weekly show. I almost forgot about Scorcher Sunday this week. I'm not gonna lie. Beth and I went on a little bit of adventure today, and got a little bit of excitement in the day, and I kind of lost track of time and got flustered myself. Thankfully, Ian was on top of it, and he was blowing up my phone, and I finally got the notification and saw it. So we are here. And I am excited. Before I bring my first guest on, I want to make a couple announcements. First announcement is officially the Scoville Unit LLC has purchased and is renting its first storefront for the Scoville Unit products. What's up, Eric? Yeah, I know I'm late. Actually, we usually start at 7. I'm starting a half hour early tonight, so joke's on you, pal. Anyways, storefront will be located in Exeter, Pennsylvania at the vendor's outlet behind the Dollar General. This has been around for many, many years. Sip Chomper, how we doing? Kevin, how we doing? And we will be starting to be there starting next Sunday. So if you guys are in the Luzerne County area and you want to stop in and see the Scoville Unit, I will be there from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. Sundays, as posted, obviously. What's up, Marco? I'll be letting people know if I'm not going to be there now. But all right, let's get to our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a small business owner. He is a very well-known sauce producer throughout the chili community, and he is making a massive, massive push, making some amazing sauces, at least that I can test to, because I've had all of them, and they're all freaking delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ruthless Reaper, Ian. What's up, dude?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
What's up?
Glad you can join me, man. Sorry about that. I literally got sidetracked. No. Beth and I ended up going to do some running around today. She wasn't feeling good. She got the dog actually jumped on her yesterday and on her neck area, and it cracked, and she's been in a lot of pain. So we kind of just did a little bit of a couple day and went and got some food, went and did some running around, did some business, and we ended up going to, I don't know if you've ever heard of a Prime BIM store. It's like Amazon Prime. So they actually are like a secondary store where they get all of the product from Amazon that either was mislabeled, returned, and can't be used, and they sell it in this bin store. Like, you literally go in the bins and you take stuff and you get amazing deals. We bought 2 mystery boxes. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Ian, I know you quite well. We've grown to know each other over the last year pretty good. We've hung out a couple times between Maryland, Cincinnati. We got to hang out for a little bit. But for the people that don't know who you are, tell them who the Ruthless Reaper is.
I am Ian. I am the Ruthless Reaper. Purveyor of flavor-forward hot sauces, Slinger sauce by night, Slinger sauce by night, OR nurse by day. Father of 2 awful children, and a wife who makes sure I stay on track of things. And Eric Midge is mean to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Also, Ryan is my arch nemesis in the chili eating world. So let's put that out there.
I love that rivalry. Tell us a little bit about that rivalry for sure, because I think it's hysterical.
So it all started with the Baltimore belt match. And, I love to do some shit talking. So I just kind of started with him and just kind of really laying into him and his whole butter chump persona. Ended up sending, to their house, I had bell peppers and butter sent there, just to mess with them and everything. And it started going back, and lots of back and forth. It turned out to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we're upstairs talking about that earlier, and my wife says, Ryan's not going to be tonight because he's leaving Arizona, right? I said, yeah. My 7-year-old says, Ryan from the show? Like the little kid show. And I said, no, dude, Ryan Baumgartner. And he looks and he gets this big grin on his face and says, bum.
So the funny thing is Ryan Lee are actually guest hosts on this, but they are currently in Albuquerque. And I say it like that because every time I hear that word and that name of that city, I think of Bugs Bunny. In the episode with the bull, the black bull, he says, I knew I should have took that left turn at Albuquerque. And every time I hear that, I think of it. And I love it. But that is where they are. And then, unfortunately, Jason can't join us. I talked to him a few minutes ago. he is actually working tonight. He is closing up. But as soon as they're able to get back on here and be a part of the show, I know they will. I know it sucks that they can't be here, especially for Ryan and you to go back and forth with each other. But I know Ryan has very spotty service where he's at. So
that an excuse not to have to face me. It's all right.
Yeah, he's just trying to find a way not to have to go face to face with that. So he doesn't want to butter you up or nothing,
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason. I think Jason's good. For a little bit there, we were a little concerned that Dylan actually had his phone responding to us after the Killer Queens. Those Killer Queens are no joke, man. I am terrified of the Killer Queens. I actually just sold the last of my Killer Queens to a gentleman. I'll be sending those out tomorrow. Well, Beth's going to have to send them out because I'm leaving for California in the morning. So, yeah.
That's a big no from me, Killer Queen.
That's a big no for you. I don't recommend the Killer Queen 2.0 for anybody that has a weak stomach. But if you want points, they're perfect.
I did it once, and it was just like, holy shit. It's just like that charcoal in there it just stuck to your stomach. There was no booting. The funny thing
is Shahina said that the charcoal is like a fraction. So I don't know if it's just the combination of what's in it that activates it and makes it a lot more, but it's rough. It really is. The worst cramps I've ever had.
So my worst cramps actually came from the other day. I just set the record for the LSD challenge, actually.
Really?
Yes.
How did I miss that?
Painful. I did that Saturday. Yesterday morning.
How many did you do?
No. I just did the 2 of them. No, it was Friday morning. I did 2 of them. And I was on the bathroom floor banging my fists against the toilet. It was just so much pain. Brazen Bull did not give me that much pain.
So everybody keeps saying that that's the challenge that I should conquer. I have done one already. I don't remember it. I don't remember if I got cramps or not. They sent them a free one in the orders. It's rough, man. If I remember it correctly, the sauce is rough. Chili the Valley sauces are rough to begin with. Like, I have a plethora of Chili the Valley sauces, and they're insane. Speaking of sauces, I'm gonna reach and grab this from behind me here. We're talking about sauces. Ian, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your sauces that you have, man? Because you got quite a lineup.
Sure. It's not like I'm here prepared or anything. All right. So we just did a whole new label rollout. So I have a side-by-side for my my most mild one, which happens to be Midge's favorite, Midsummer Possession. You can see nice, crisp colors on there, very springy.
Very springy.
Yeah. But then I got these new labels. You'll see the UPC code nutrition panel.
Ooh.
I mean, the colors really pop on that.
That looks
and
beautiful.
Then one thing everybody has been asking.
What happened? You froze. Screenshot that. Someone screenshot that and send it to me. There he is. You froze for a second there, man.
Yep. It's just
good now.
Just beautiful. But yeah, my artist he does amazing work. I'm really happy with him. We got, our new top seller is Strigoi. That's the chipotle, honey, garlic, habanero, a little bit of Carolina Reaper in there.
Is that from that TV show? The Strigoi?
What's that?
The Strigoi. Is that from that TV show?
So they are in a show called Strain, but the Strigoi is actually a Romanian vampire. That's where it gets its roots from. All my sauce kind of has that folklorish, horror, macabre, it's just anything dark.
I love it.
What I'm into. But yeah, like Jin. This is the new label of Jin here.
And that's your label.
Yes. So this one is not available yet. There has been a change in ingredients that has not been released yet.
But I have it, so that's all that matters.
The new chilies I use in this, They're going to be incredible. People are going to love this. I see a lot of people getting very excited for what I'm about to do with it.
I'm excited. I'm excited for all your sauces. And at one point, I had one of every year sauces, but I ate them all.
I know you were the fan of Curse of the Tiki God, weren't you?
Oh, that one's really good. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's the coconut pineapple one.
That one's really good. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah,
by far.
So I have 8 sauces total right now that you can, or 7 that you can purchase. 8 probably next week you can purchase, and then I have 2 more. I have one coming out that is a collaboration with a local brewery, Swine City. It's Strigoi with extra. That one is that one's going to be really, really good. And then I have another one, which Chris, you got to try. No name for it yet. Yes, it. I really think I outdid myself with that one.
I think you did too. I think it's fantastic. I'm actually gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it right now, guys. When I tell you this sauce caught me off guard with the different layers of flavors. I break down sauces. All right, if it's good sauce, I'll break down it layer by layer. This sauce, it has so many characteristics to it. It's a thicker sauce, but it's not too thick. Like it still moves. It still has a wave to it. Immediately, I think tacos. You get a little bit of. There's lime in this, right?
Yes, there is.
I taste the lime. That's more towards the tip of the tongue and the sides. I get that citrusy taste. But when you let it resonate for a minute, you don't really get pepper taste at all. You get all flavor. You get the thing that I find the most interesting about this one is there's corn chips in this thing, okay? And that is the last flavor you get. I don't like corn chips, but that accents this flavor so fantastically that I think this is by far your best sauce next to the Curse of the Tiki God. I think they're close first and second, 1.5, 2.5 kind of thing.
And neither of those are like going to really light you up. The average consumer, the person just getting into hot sauce can enjoy both of those. Believe me, I loved making gin. I made that for a hot sauce festival. And my thought was, I'm only going to make a small amount. It's a very niche audience. People aren't really going to jump all over it. I can't keep it around. It goes so fast. And that one was made to really light you up. It was pepper forward, but such a universal sauce that you could put it on anything.
Mitch says Tiki God is amazing on a roasted potatoes and chicken. And he also states here that Brandon Collins states that the LSD is the hardest challenge he has ever done. Brandon Collins has the heat level of an infant, so we're aware. I love Brandon. I have photos of his reaction. They're epic. He has some of the best reactions. He's like, I'm okay. It's hot, though. It's hot.
Well, Paul from League of Fire shared my aftermath from that LSD, and that was just emptying.
I don't know how I didn't see it.
Oh, it's something. I mean, you just see snot pouring out of my nose.
Yeah. I remember seeing the photo.
Yeah,
you got some crystal clear snot, my friend. I shall say that. That's pretty interesting to say.
Yeah, so that night I had like the allergies were going crazy, lots of congestion, so I was just extra stopped up. And as I was going through that aftermath, it was just everything emptied. Besides the stomach cramps, my head felt great.
Yeah. Thanks, Debo. Appreciate you letting me know.
Then I had to go do a speaking engagement with the cap cramps. So that was fun.
I bet. I bet that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a small business, little speaking arrangement. Was talking to people about starting out and everything. So I'm up there talking, thinking I really want to lay down, but all these people are professionals. None of them really eat chilies, so I can't show anything.
You don't want to scare them.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place to scare people, and that's coming up real soon. We got a lot going on, man. We just announced yesterday Burning Souls has officially taken off, and we've had a lot of people interested in it. And so far, we just approved our first 8 prospects that requested to join, which I'm excited about. You're my VP in that, and I'm the president. I'm looking forward to that taking off. I'm looking forward to getting the patches. We should have them soon. I just ordered more, like I said earlier. You have really dove into that, man, and I wanted to thank you again for really being my right hand on that, because it was really hard to make things work with other stuff and nobody wanting to be a part of it or communicating and not hearing back from people for days. And so I'm really, I think just from the first few days, man, it's been an eye opener.
Yeah, I understand people are busy though. I mean, like, all of us are small business owners who have started this, and it's just that passion to help others. And so you're trying to organize time where you got your business, or if you're like me, you also have your full-time job, you have your kids, and you're trying to shoehorn this new club in as well. And it can get kind of hectic at times, but it's going to be very rewarding. I see us bringing a lot of awareness to at-risk communities and really helping those around us with it. It's going to be a great thing.
Yep, and I completely agree with that, because there is a standard as to which a club like this should be held to. And I think with the people that we have in place right now, pretty much running it, I think we all have the best interest for the community and people around us at heart. And I know, like I said, all options and opinions are heard. Nothing is just agreed upon. Everything is voted on and discussed. It's not going to be a dictatorship. It is going to be a true club. Everybody's voice and opinion matters, and that's how we're going to grow, because that's how any community should be. Any strong community has many voices that are heard, and they're understood and listened to, and that's what we need to do. We need to be that. We need to do that, and that's what I think we have the right people in place to do it.
Yeah, like, and it's we have some strong personalities in leadership, but I can be a pretty passive guy despite the name Ruthless, but I am not afraid to stick to my convictions and say, dude, you need to hear this out. I think that, it's that with all the strong personalities in there, we're going to work out pretty well. We're going to butt heads. Yeah. I see that as unavoidable, but we also have the same goal in mind. It's just deciding the best path to get there.
Yeah, and we're all families, and families fight, man. You can't take it personal. It's got to be okay. Let's understand it from different aspects. You can't just take what you would normally do or say or what you would normally feel. You can express it, but we need to find ways for your way and my way and their way to all come together and create a different way. And I think that we've already gotten pretty good at that. What?
Don't expect me to agree with Ryan on anything.
That's okay. That's perfectly fine. That's okay. That's why we have a voting process, and I'm the tiebreaker. So if you guys disagree and you're the last two to vote and it's tied after that, and I come in and say, well, here's what I think, but I love it. Can't wait for you guys to look at the pic I made of Ian holding his sauce up. Oh, I told when you froze, I told someone to take a screenshot, and Midge is always on top of that stuff, so there's going to be a nice meme in you. And that's just how we roll here. That's going to be great. Yeah, you're like this. You're like, but it's gonna be interesting. So realistically, man, you're producing sauces on a regular. What's your goal? Where do you want Ruthless Reaper to be? How far are you taking it?
So it's funny. When I started making sauce, it was for my friends. I got this group of buddies in the beer community out here in Cincinnati. And I just grew peppers. I was good at growing peppers, and I had a lot. I had too many. So it's like, you know what? Let me look at what I can do with this. And I saw fermenting and making hot sauce. I made 2 20-bottle batches, and my friends were coming back for more. And it's like, hey, you got any more? It's like, no, I'm out. I'm not going to have any for a while. Started buying peppers and making it. And it took off. And meanwhile, I got friends, and like they own some breweries out here. Like, hey, dude, you need to really do this. I'm like, no, this is a hobby. I'm a nurse. I have a family. This isn't a thing for me. we took a trip to Maryland, DC area to see some of my wife's family, and her uncles were talking to me. It's like, you could probably get investors and you could do this for real. It's like, well, first of all, I don't want investors. I don't want anyone telling me what to do with my sauce.
Exactly.
Each recipe that I make is something that I'll send out feelers. I'll get people's opinions on it, but I can't have someone coming in and saying, you need to do this. Well, this is my baby. My wife backs me up with it, But anyways, I digress. I put some more thought into it, and on April 19th of 2023, I made my first batch in a commercial kitchen. And so I already had 4 bottles, like 4 flavors. My original 4 were Midsummer Possession, Pins and Needles, La Llorona, and Curse the Tiki God. So they were the OG sauces. I went to my first festival with those 4, and people loved it. And I was like, I can do this even more. And so I'm growing and I'm making more sauces. And meanwhile, I have a notebook like this thick full of ideas. And it's just, I'm pumping out this sauce and more people are liking it. I'm reinvesting all my money. I'm in retail locations now trying to get into more. But where do I see myself? Happy. I see myself building something with my wife, something that, I can also use to help my community here. I'd like to see myself in a bigger presence, maybe a couple of my sauces hitting, the more mainstream stores, like Pins and Needles. It's a Louisiana style. It's a great table sauce that anyone can enjoy. So I use that to introduce, the average person to hot sauce. Yep. And I just like to see it branch out to, I want to be everywhere. I don't care about the fame. I just want people to enjoy my sauce. I want them to like as much as I do.
Yeah. There is no limit. And I get that, man. I completely get that. And I'd love to see your sauce as mainstream, man. I'd love to go to a Walmart or anything like that, whether it be a Target, and just see your sauce sitting on the shelf. That'd be awesome.
So I get a lot of help from Sean Kirkpatrick, owner of DTF, Down to Ferment. Always go to him with questions on, like the business side of things. Dude is incredible. And I ended up sending him one of all of my sauces. It's like, dude, you've done so much help for me. Here, let me send this out to you there in California. That is the first and only package that has ever been destroyed in transit. And I'm like, oh, my small business mentor. It's like, sorry, buddy.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Unbelievable with that stuff, man. Yeah, and I'm excited. You keep talking about expanding that. I'm excited. Everybody, really soon, probably within the next week or two, I will be adding Ruthless Reaper hot sauce to the ScovilleUnit.com and selling that for him because it needs to get out there. I know you're not too far away from me, but just got to keep growing, got to keep going. I'll have it on the website, and I'll be selling it at my stand at my vendor thing too, because many people need to be a part of this, because some of the sauces, they'll talk about Franks and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, you don't know sauce. Don't bring that up to me. That's not sauce. That's a mass-produced vinegar with red in it, and you don't know sauce until you've had sauces from you. Even today's adventure sauce, like you guys do amazing job just really pinpointing flavors and doing the right thing. And it's not about the quantity, it's the quality, and that's what matters. And it's not all, and this is something that I really hate. People see me or any of my chili head friends are like, oh, we don't have really hot sauce. No, it doesn't need to be hot. It needs to taste good. It has to have flavor. It doesn't need to be deathly hot. You can make a sauce with a scorpion pepper and barely use any and add delicious flavor to it, and it'll still have a little bit of a kick to it. It doesn't need to have extract in it. It doesn't need to have all pepper pure. It just needs to have flavor. And you have mastered that, my friend. And I say that with every little being of my sauce collector heart.
Well, thank you. I'm humbled, man. I am.
And it's honestly, it's awesome. So let's think here. What do you got coming up? What kind of events and stuff you got coming up? Flea markets, anything like that?
So market season's right around the corner here in Cincinnati, and there is the one I started at called West Side Market. It is I'm on lock for every single one of those. I've applied to a few other ones, just expanding to get to new markets, new areas. But yeah, so lots of applications in. They haven't sent any word back on any of them yet, but I'm looking at doing a little more than twice as many markets this year. Fitting that in with full-time job as a nurse, that's kind of tricky. But just doubling that with the new labels, the UPC codes, nutrition panels, looking at more retail locations because of that.
Yep.
It's just
I'm hoping that I could become an outlet for you, man. I'm hoping that I can press your sauce and people be coming back for more and more and more. And that's why I kind of want to start off with like pretty much 6 of each just to make the cases, and then I have them. I can't really do anything crazy right now, but I think it's a good start. I think it's a good start.
I'm happy just to send you that many. Honestly, it's like, oh wow, okay.
I'm glad I could do that, man. I'm excited, man. No joke. Your labels are eye catching. Like, if you seriously, that is eye catching. It really is. Someone walk up, they'll pick it up and be like, "So how's this?" And I'm gonna be able to tell them how it is because I've had every one of them. Unfortunately, I can't do open bottles. I can't do samples. I was told specifically not to do that. I was told it wasn't worth it, but I think there's underlying reasons why it's not worth it.
It's a health code stuff. It's there's legalities.
I have the food handling thing. I have the wash station because you have to have all that. You have to have the food handling certification. I have the proper insurances. I have, like I said, the cleaning station, all that. I have everything I need. He just said, "Nah, I don't do it." That's exactly no, I don't do it.
I at my markets when I do like my festivals and stuff, I have a whole tasting experience, and when you get to the end and you've tried all of them, I got a little Reaper's skull sticker I give you, and it's just I make an experience with tasting and trying, and usually people love that. They buy a sauce because of it.
So I actually had an idea for you, and I'm going to pitch it to you here. You see your little constants here, your little Reaper.
Yeah,
pretty much you use. Did you ever think of making a limited edition sauce that you make maybe once a year around Halloween, and you get custom Reapers of yours and put them as like the wax seal with that on the top?
I've thought about it. Now I do all my own bottling, labeling, sealing, and I have done a wax seal before. And I remember the burns all down my hands and saying, well, let's not do that again.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. And the funny thing about this whole market thing is there is not one hot sauce vendor in this whole building.
That's awesome, man. That gives you your corner there. No,
the dogs are playing with Beth and they're getting loud. I had to mute it for a second. They're fighting over a rope.
So
yeah, I'm excited, man. And the funny thing is Creature Sauce and Ruthless Reaper Sauce are going to be my 2 main sauces. And I actually have to label some of them. I have the Fire in the Hole sauce too. So I'm going to have those 3, and then Adventure Sauce. So I'm going to have 4 main sauces that I'm going to be carrying. I'm trying to sneak a couple more in there, but money's tight, and I can't really do too much more until I get some flow.
Right.
But I'm really excited because I know you probably could give me some tips, and I'll talk to you about this another time about things I could possibly do to really attract people. And I'm glad I have Beth in my corner because she's really good at the advertising and promoting stuff. And I'm willing to bet that you have your key points that you use to gain people to really be attracted, which your labels, like I said, are probably one of the main factors. Like, it really stands out. Like, even the flag behind you, I'm guessing you use that for your stands.
So that is the small one that I started out with. My first 3 markets, that went with me until I reinvested in a bigger one. So that is just my on my wall. It's
if you have a specific place that you use to get them made, send me the link to it so I can look into it, because I have to get one made for mine. Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'll do that. Yeah.
What kind of competitions or events are you planning on hitting up this year? Because I know you are.
So I'm only in for one competition so far this year. On July 14th, Erie, Pennsylvania, I will be facing off with the two people I tied with in Baltimore, Maryland. That would be Jason from Late for Work and the butter chump himself, Ryan Bumgardner.
Butt Gardner. Butter Gardner. So, Erie, PA, this is what it's all about. Again, Midge, take a look. This is as close you're getting. This is what it's all about. The road to the belt match. Anybody that wins the road to the belt match automatically qualifies for the next U.S. belt match. So this is what it's all about, the American belt. I'm not going to lie. I love having this. I'm honored to be a part of this. And I sit there and I think, I'm like, crap, I lose it. I lose my belt. You guys win your road to belt match. You get a souvenir. I don't get a souvenir. If I lose, I lose it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I can't lose because I want to keep that belt. So shine it up for me, bud.
One of my
favorite to be able to see all the
about,
on it.
One of my favorite things about these competitions is in Baltimore, I got Lee next to me. And we're competing against each other, obviously, but at the same time, we're trying to build each other up. It's like you see each other struggle. It's like, nah, keep going, dig deep. You got this. I'm telling her, it's like, just chew, swallow. You got this. And it's your competitors are your friends, and like you try to, keep each other in the game. It's amazing. It's a great atmosphere.
Pushing each other to the very best level you can possibly get to. And one thing that stands out, and anybody that's not familiar with the chili community, you go to events and you meet random people. You can go to Oktoberfest. You can go to a fair. You can go to a craft show. You can go to a carnival, a bazaar. You can meet people there, and it's like, oh, hey, how are you? Like, you don't know them. But when it comes to these chili festivals and these gatherings, League of Fire, Pepperpalooza coming up, the Tampa Bay belt match, San Diego, Zest Fest, Tennessee, Philly, New York, you name it. You go to these events and you see and meet people at these events, and they are like people that you have known your entire life that you may have only talked to a handful of times over the internet. That's just the type of environment it is. And it's crazy because I was a firefighter, and doing stuff with them was awkward. You didn't really click with certain people. But with this community, it's you all have a passion and it all aligns. And there's no reason not to get along, except for, there's always a couple rotten peppers in the bunch. Yeah. But I honestly can say that I consider 99% of the people that I meet in this community as family. You being one, Ryan, Lee, Jason. I'm very, very close with them. I meet up with them all the time. So it's like I literally hang out with Ryan, Lee, and Jason more than I hang out with people that I'm friends with in my hometown.
Yeah. So Shannon, Miss Ruthless really is getting she's been bitten by the chili bug. Now, she won't do as extreme as the rest of us, but she's done a couple of those entry challenges and stuff, and she's excited to see everybody again. Ryan and Lee are actually coming up for my 40th birthday, so that's cool. But she's already talking. It's like, hey, are we going to go to the Illinois Hot Sauce Expo and see everyone? Are we going to the New York City one and seeing everybody? And it's, it's great to have my wife and best friend just really into this with me.
I'm excited for it, man. And I'm excited to hang out with you again in Erie. We're going to be heading down the 11th or the 12th. I think we're going down 2 days before the event, I want to say.
Yeah.
But we're going to be down there until Monday. We're leaving Monday morning. But yeah, we're going to be down there for a couple days. It's Beth's favorite place to visit. Erie, Presque Isle, the lighthouses. Amazing food. Amazing food. It's just a good time. It's a really nice place.
We're probably going to head up on Thursday because we're vendors there as well. So I'm going to be selling sauce and competing. So on Sunday, if you come to my booth to get something, just ignore me if I'm laying in the back of the booth groaning in agony while my wife sells you hot sauce.
I'm going to be a vendor too. So maybe we'll be close to each other.
All right.
That'd be cool. Yeah. That's another reason I wanted to do it is I wanted to have a vendor spot, and I told Jason and Ryan they can utilize my spot for their stuff because I'm not going to go crazy like I would if it was like one of my vendor thing here. I'm just going to bring some of my stuff, a couple odds and ends. Jason could bring some stuff. Ryan could bring some stuff, and then we all have a spot. And I'm actually going to reach out to Ted and Kit to see if we can kind of keep some of the booths.
I don't know if you can hear me, but you're froze up completely.
What happened? Am I back? Am I there? Can you hear me? Ruthless, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's going on? It's not frozen on my end. You never left. Can you hear me?
Yeah, oh, okay. All right. So it's just me then. Cool. So
Yeah,
this is Sunday Scorcher. It is my show. I run this. Catch me next year taking the national title belt from Chris, the Scoville unit.
I think it's just you, man. I can hear you.
I don't know. www.ruthlessreaper.com. Buy some sauce.
I'm gonna message him right now. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna message him. Can he see me? We can hear you and see you fine.
All right.
Can you hear us, Ian?
So you can hear Chris?
Yeah. Guys, tell him to back out and go back in.
I will be back then.
That was funny. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say it too. Oh, that was funny, guys. That was real funny. Yeah, so Erie, PA, guys, gonna have a stand down there too. Wait for him to jump back on. Yeah, I want to see if we can get our stands a little bit closer together, so this way we, for the competitors, we can all kind of keep in the same area and kind of cramp together and use each other for support. I'm willing to bet you whoever's putting it together will see all the names and be like, all right, let's keep all these guys together and do it that way. But who knows? Doesn't hurt to shoot a message out and ask. While we have a second, let's do the giveaway from last week. I know everybody's impatiently waiting. This week we will be giving away chocolate-covered pods from Fire in the Hole. I already have them partially packaged. I'm going to send them out. They'll have to get sent out tomorrow. Or possibly when I get back. We got about 20 minutes left in this episode. My phone is going to die. All right. There he is. Hopefully he can hear me now.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I'm over here going, I can hear you. You took over the show talking about stealing the title off me and everything. You don't think I heard that? All right, we're going to do the giveaway quick since you're back. So I already have it set up. Here's the spin here. Let's see. We got Aurora, Midge, Kevin, Sups57, Mary, Sapik, John Hollywell, Sean Thomas, Paul Moxon, Katie, and Scott Tuhill. Oh, Ian, you're on here too. So here we go.
Oh.
And we're off.
We're Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn. Show us the lesson that we must learn.
And the winner is Midge. Again, you are some lucky zombie. That's 2 weeks in a row he won. Congratulations, Midge. I will be sending out your pods this week. Again, I'm leaving for California this in the early morning. I had to head to Philly to the airport. So, Midge, you're lucky, man. So that's cool. So this week's giveaway for next week, we'll announce, will be my last bottle. How do you pronounce this? Dinjin?
Jin.
Gin? It's just gin?
Yep.
Gin. The D is silent. The D is silent but deadly. I love it. So this will be the giveaway for next week. This is the unavailable gin sauce. This was actually supposed to be level 8 in the wing off, but unfortunately, all of the competitors had a sauce that was not obtainable for their stomachs, and they all capped out at level 5.
I think that's going to be the one I have to. We'll have to chug at the in Baltimore or in Erie.
What's this? I'm hearing that Hellfire is sponsoring around.
They are sponsoring with their hot sauce these competitions.
This could be bad. This could be bad for a lot of people.
Yeah, I bet it's going to be Reboot.
Oh no! Oh no, Ray. That is bad news, Bears. That is the one that knocked everybody out in the sauce competition. Yeah. That is bad. That is real bad.
I'm imagining doing a shot glass of that and just writhing in agony. Blisters all over my mouth.
That sauce gave Johnny hiccups. I think it's 666 on the extract. 6.66 was the extract level on that. That's going to be rough, man. I'm really not looking forward to that. If they do that early, that competition's over before the final round. I'm promising you that. Not for me. I don't care about that stuff. That stuff don't bother me. But that is not going to be pretty for a lot of people in that competition. No. I feel so bad.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is the last 3 spots that aren't filled are going to be, I think it's 3 or 2, are going to be filled by the top ranked U.S. competitors from the League of Fire in the current season. So that'll be cool. That gives a couple people a chance here. I know Jason's pushing. If he's top ranked, he's going to be involved in that, and then he'll be in the match the next day if he doesn't succeed in dethroning me. I'm excited for this. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited, and I'm really hoping everybody enjoys themselves. And I'm excited to see what happens at that mini golf too, man. I'm not sure how many people are actually going to be able to participate after doing a pepper competition. I don't know how well that's going to go.
Yeah. I kind of climbing up the ranks there. Like I was going to try to get to that top point to get put in the national belt match. We'll see. Like I was going to go for a record tonight that would have put me top 10, but I didn't prep. I've been spending all day with the family, with cleaning. I was like, I don't have the time to.
I was gonna do the 2.0 Devil's Heat, but I really haven't been focusing on prep. I've been so focused on doing other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My push is probably going to come towards the end of the season to really get up there, but I have pods coming here in the next few days, hopefully by the end of the week, and then I have 2 more orders out for pods. I'm planning on seeing how far I could push myself because I will probably before the end of the year I'm going to take a shot at the not only the speed record for the Reapers, but the consumption record for the Reapers.
So let me just say this quick, talking about pods. I have Lone Star Mastiff Farms. They are my pod provider for all of my training. Want to give a shout out to them down there in Texas.
Yeah, same for me, man. Same here. I love it.
Yes.
Good deal. Speaking of shout outs, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors over at Old Agnes Shop. Head over to oldagnesstore.com to get your delicious snacks, brownies, and favorites, some League of Fire challenges. They got amazing products. They're amazing sponsors. If you guys have never had their products, I suggest doing so. They have anywhere from no heat to extreme heat in their brownies. I've seen a couple people struggle with eating the spicy ones, so they definitely got some heat. I'd also like to give a big shout out to Tannenbaum's Sauce. They are a sponsor. Also, they have just upgraded to Tier 3. I want to thank them. And same thing for Old Agnes, Tier 3. Thank them so much for their love and support over the last few years. And I also wanted to take a shout out to AC, my brother-in-law, for also being a big sponsor and helping me with everything. Again, not even just sponsors, but followers, commenters, subscribers. The people that come here to support us, to watch this, to give that screen time and that watch time, you guys are the reason why we are here and why we are doing this. Because if it wasn't for you guys, he wouldn't make sauces. I wouldn't be stupid and do what I do.
I run on stupid.
I run on stupid too. The cool thing, I don't know if you've ever had Tannenbaum sauce before, man. They make some freaking good sauces, man. Like chuggable sauces. Like I can't even express you how chuggable their sauces are. Like they are very delicate and delicious sauces. I suggest trying them.
Now.
If they're they might even be in Erie. I told them about it. I told a couple people about it. We'll see if they get up there. And I know Frankie's going to be up there with his mom and dad. I took care of them, helping them get up there. So,
my artist that does my label work actually lives in Erie, Pennsylvania. He'll be coming up and seeing everybody and watching the matches as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is going to be the biggest League of Fire gathering to date.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is this is a UK-based product. And I feel like the US has given more to this than anybody.
It's because we're all dumb and willing to do whatever.
Exactly. Everybody hates us. God damn Americans. But yeah, man, I'm just like, I appreciate you coming on, man. Again, like I said, I'm sorry that I was so late to the party. I know we said we were starting at 6. We started about 20 minutes late.
It's all right.
Where can everybody find your sauces, man? Tell them where they can get your sauces if they want to order some today.
So if you want to order, go to ruthless-reaper.com. If you type in Ruthless Reaper, it'll redirect to the website. But yeah, just head to the website, order some sauce. And if you're local to Cincinnati, they're in you can get it at Colonel D's. You can get it on the west side. We're at a few butcher shops here. Shout out to Humbert's, R&R Quality Meats, and Miner's Fine Meats. And potentially soon at a bigger international food market here.
Can't really see that. All right. JJ, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
JJ. I love that story. That's awesome. But man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the matches, the growth of Ruthless Reaper. I'm looking forward to the growth of Burning Souls. I'm looking forward to everything. There's just so much going on. And between now and when all this stuff happens, there's really not a lot of time. Spring is here, man. Winter was like a blink this year.
Yep.
It literally it was there and now it's gone. The holidays are over. It is time for the fun season. Easter, 4th of July. Mainly 4th of July. I like to get really drunk and be stupid on 4th of July. But hell yeah, man. But I want to thank you so much for coming on, dude. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure having you on. I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks up in Erie. A few months, actually. It's in July. I keep thinking April. Too bad. I wish you were coming down to Tampa.
We had planned on it, but business growth, man, had to put all the money back into it.
I completely get it, man. I completely understand. I'm actually going to I'm going to have to start working out some stuff now because now I'm going to be gone all this time. I'm not going to have anybody to run my stands at the vendor outlet, so I'm going to have to figure that out too. I'm probably just going to have to eat the money those weeks, and because I don't want to lose my spot.
Right.
So, but all right, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to have you drop off. Again, guys, if you are interested in getting involved in the giveaway, all you need to do is comment. I have all the names wrote down from the live, but if you are interested in becoming a part of the giveaway, just all you got to do is shoot a comment under either my Facebook, the Scoville Unit Facebook, or the Scoville Unit YouTube, and you will automatically be entered in the giveaway. And again, keep an eye out. In honor of this episode, I had originally had a discount going on the ScovilleUnit.com, so I am going to activate another discount on the website for 10% off your next purchase with code Ruthless Reaper for your next anybody's purchase on anything. So keep that in mind in honor of this episode. So Ian, thank you so much. Always a pleasure talking to you, man. I will text you.
All right, thanks, man. Take it easy.
Dude. Take it easy. What is that? Look at that. What was that light show? Was that your He just takes off. What the hell? That was fantastic. All right, guys. Way late. Oh, it's all right, Ethan. Appreciate you, man. Hey, just so you know where you commented, so you're automatically involved in the giveaway for next week. What an episode. Thank you, Ian, again for coming on, man. Always a pleasure. I think it's time for me to find a guest for next week's episode. With that being said, anybody interested in being a part of the Scorcher Sunday, please do not hesitate to shoot me a message and say, I want to be on Scorcher Sunday. Hopefully our guest hosts can come back very soon. We know they're all very busy. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go pack. As always, I'm the Scoville Unit. This is Scorcher Sunday. This is where the topics are hot and the peppers are even hotter. Later.